What is up, YouTube? It's RSMario here, bringing you another episode of my wildly unpopular series, Fake Leak Theater. Alright, so today is not necessarily a regular Fake Leak Theater. This one consists specifically around a Nintendo Direct. So rumors have been going around that next month we will get a first-party Nintendo Direct that will be a bit more beefy. That'll be about 30 minutes or so. And it will cover more first-party things, some third-party things, but not what we got, a couple days ago. So, of course, this leak is going to be going into that. There's one really interesting part of this leak. I will be going back to the Pokemon Fake Leak Theaters next week. I just found a rumor that was interesting, and I wanted to do it. So, of course, if you want to continue getting videos like this from me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell button, and do all that stuff that YouTube requires you to do to continue getting videos from me, as well as follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/rsmario128, and like my video tweet, and I will shout you out at the end of the video. Let's get to it. So, alright, so first off, they start off with hardware information. So basically they're saying that they're going to drop new hardware at this Nintendo Direct. Do I think we're going to see new hardware at this Direct? Maybe. I would say there's like a 43% chance. I do think that new hardware is on the horizon, because they keep mentioning the transition is going to be difficult or complicated or whatever. So, I mean, they wouldn't be talking about transition if there was nothing to transition to. Alright, I mean, now, of course, they went from, oh, no, it's not real, Bloomberg is lying, they're not telling the truth, they have bad information, and all they went from denying everything to, oh, the transition is going to be difficult. So, yeah, it's definitely another Switch coming. But, I mean, will they announce it at this show? I don't know. It's possible, but again, that's why I'm staying at 46% chance. But they're saying that the hardware information is going to cost $400, which I mean that's okay. I can see that. There will be a free pricing policy in Europe, which means I guess Nintendo of Europe will get to dictate their own price for it, which is weird. The console has resolutions up to 4K, 60 frames per second, enabled by the latest NVIDIA technology. Okay. The sound chip has been improved. I mean, okay, I guess still Dolby Digital Surround is still like the best sound, so I mean, okay, I think the Switch could do that in itself. The console now has 128 gigabytes of hard drive storage. Okay, so that's interesting. Now the thing here is, when you say hard drive, I mean, do you mean because I think, if I'm not mistaken, the memory on the Switch is flash memory, I think. So when you say hard drive, do you mean there's a solid state drive in the system? I mean, now solid state drives are getting smaller. I mean, there's some that are the size of RAM nowadays. But that will be interesting if they're really putting a solid state drive in the system. 128 gigs. That's not too much, but it's not too bad either. The previous Switch models will be upgraded with the latest AMD technology. What does that mean? What do you mean they will be upgraded with the latest AMD technology? I mean, how would you upgrade the previous Switch? Why would you upgrade them? I mean, because Nintendo would never really do that, because one, they want people to buy the new system. Alright, Nintendo is old school, they don't really care about the old system. Once the new system is out, they take the old system out back and they old yellow that sucker. So they don't they don't want a reason for you to stay on the original Switch. They want you to buy the new one so they can sell you more software. That's the game for them. So I don't really get this whole upgrading the old Switch with AMD. New console adds black and gold Joy-Cons, which would be lit, by the way. Black and gold Joy-Cons would be cool. So they're saying that the Direct is going to be on July 6th. It's going to focus on games coming for the Switch. It's going to be 9 a.m. Okay, so Wait, so is this hardware stuff different or what? So updates on games. So it says Mario Kart 8 Booster Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave 2. Wow, that's say that 5 times fast. In it is gonna have Dino Jungle from the GameCube version, Donkey Kong Summit, Woohoo Loop from Mario Kart 7, and it will be released on the 29th of July. Mario Strikers Battle League update announcement, Daisy as a playable character, plus Dusty Dry Stadium. Okay. Nintendo Switch Sports new mode released. Penalty shootout. I'm guessing that's a hockey mode, maybe. So then, of course, Nintendo Switch Online expansion announcement, which this is something I think is guaranteed to be there. If there is a Nintendo Direct, they are going to talk about the expansion pack. That's gonna happen. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they don't officially announce the GBA Game Boy stuff at the Direct. You know, that's gonna be like one of the things that they do. Also, they're probably gonna announce a bunch of streaming stuff as well, like cloud games. Like, oh yeah, you can play these cloud games with the expansion pack, you know. That way they can kind of combat, you know, Game Pass and the new PlayStation Plus. You know, like, oh, if you got an expansion pack, you can play all these cloud games, you know. Or they're definitely going to announce some cloud games in general. More content will also be released in the fall with new emulators and more information on the official website of Nintendo. More 64 games coming soon for Nintendo Switch Online, including Mario Party 1 through 3, Super Mario 64, Smash Bros. 64, Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, and Mega Man 64. That sounds like that's not a bad lineup. I mean, still no Pokemon Stadium, but it's not a bad lineup though. Worthy third-party games. So it says Hollow Knight Silksong, which that is interesting because if I'm not mistaken, they said that was a console exclusive at the Xbox thing. So that might be fake. That might be a whole lot. Sonic Frontiers will be released winter of 2022. Hogwarts Legacy will be released as a cloud version for Nintendo Switch, which that would be good. A cloud version of Hogwarts Legacy. Then news from Intelligent Systems. So there will be a new Fire Emblem game released on September 23rd, 2022, and it will be featured at the Nintendo Treehouse. That sounds good, and that's actually kind of possible. I mean, because of course it would explain why they waited so long to do a Nintendo Direct, because of course they wanted to announce the new Fire Emblem game, and they didn't want to announce it before Three Hopes came out, because one, they've been putting a lot of money into Three Hopes, and if they announce a full-blown Fire Emblem game, who's gonna buy the spinoff? Like, there's probably already a lot of Fire Emblem fans that are gonna skip the spinoff because it's a Fire Emblem Warriors game anyway, you know, and they're just gonna wait for the new main game. So if they announce the new main game before the spinoff, then people are just not gonna buy the spinoff. You know, let's see. So that's possible. Now, would they release it in the same year? Maybe, because if I'm not mistaken, I believe Warriors and Echoes came out in the same year. I think. So I believe they've released 2 Fire Emblem games at the same time before. Let's just say that much. So Zelda news. So Breath of the Wild 2 gets a gameplay trailer plus the name, which is interesting because they said the name is spoilery. So if they drop the name this early, I mean, does it mean they're gonna release first quarter next year? I don't know. Trailer will feature some familiar voice actors and new voices. There will be a big focus on the sky above and the dragons, which will play a big role. Some dragons will be dubbed. E.G. Ayanuma will be a guest at the Treehouse, and we will see gameplay of Breath of the Wild 2. It's going to release 3/3/23. Okay, so yeah, so second quarter next year. News from Retro Studios. Metroid Prime HD will be released on Nintendo Switch October 7th, which a lot of people, this has been a rumor for a while. I've already covered this in a video saying that there will be a remake, a full-blown remake, like Resident Evil 2 style remake of Metroid Prime 1, the original Metroid Prime, for the Switch, to get people reintroduced to the Prime series, as well as try to find another reason to sell a GameCube, to sell a remade GameCube game for $60. Oh, it would actually get people acquainted with reacquainted with Metroid Prime, but also it would introduce all the new Nintendo fans that we've got since the Wii to the Metroid Prime series that they never got a chance to play on the GameCube, because either they didn't buy a GameCube or they weren't alive. Metroid Prime 4 gets a short announcement trailer for next year. I doubt that very seriously. Well, no, it's been a couple years now. Maybe we'll get one. And so the last announcement will be Donkey Kong The King Returns. So that new Donkey Kong Country game they said we're supposed to be getting, that's been rumored for a while. So this is actually sounds like not too bad of a direct. No Pokemon, so that's interesting. But at least Fire Emblem's there, and we know that Xenoblade's not going to be there because Xenoblade's already had a thing. So this is interesting. What do you think? Do you think this could be the leak of the Nintendo Direct? Personally, I think that with the Hollow Knight thing, kind of shoots this in the leg. I don't think this is real. But it could be, though. You know, I mean, they don't call this fake leak theater for nothing. It's probably fake, though. So that's about it for this. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, keep it real, people.